I figured what better way to start with the Hunters than to go into Danzaburou, one of the new hotnesses inside of SMITEPro. Unfortunately, we don't have young Maxime here. Maybe he would have just taken over the entire class. So maybe it's lucky he's not here. Who knows? You guys excited for this? We got any Danzaburou enthusiasts?
Yeah, we all play him a lot.
Yeah.
Love that guy.
Every scrim, actually.
I only play him when I have a Mercury on my team.
Really?
That's when I play.
Dude, you're skipping ahead, bro. Stop. I had a question for that. Yo, chill. I figured the best way to start this off is to just kind of like break down some of his abilities, because dude's got like a lot of facets to his abilities, and then we'll ask questions as we go forward. Starting off with the passive, Dubious Savings. Every time Danzaburou actively gains gold, he stores 10% into one of his money pouches. Write that down. When a pouch is completely filled, Danzaburou gains bonus gold and a permanent physical power increase before switching to a larger money pouch. Is this like something you guys like actually think about when you play Danzaburou?
No. I just feel like I get a injection of gold every time I go switching, and I'm like, oh,
nice.
You just know you'll be passively ahead if nothing happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like he's like the benevolence of hunters, right?
Yep.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
The stimmy feels good.
Some
for
of
sure.
it's like a lot of gold.
It
Though.
feels good.
The buy-in stimmy coming through.
The little stimulus check every once in a while.
Oh God, we're getting political. Yeah, and it like scales up. Like the first one's like 80 gold, like nobody really cares. But like the last one though, that's pretty hefty. Like 300 gold in your pocket.
That's like less than a Gilgamesh item.
That is. Isn't that crazy that Gilgamesh like can just straight up get 700 gold?
Because
like,
he's
you
a
pick
warrior.
up a katana and it's like
They
oh,
get everything.
Nice.
Warriors get everything.
All right, maybe we skip over the paths a little bit here. We'll go straight into one of the active abilities since we're not super thinking about it. The pros. There you go. At home, Grandmaster class. Don't think about Danzaburou's passive. Instead, think about the abilities you get to press. Starting with the first ability, Fool's Gold. Danzaburou rolls out 3 money bags. This is going to be a long one. He tosses them all out. They bounce off walls. When they hit targets, tremors them. Stops on first enemy god hit.
Jesus.
Drops gold onto the ground. Also leaves a dot on the ground, like a little circle. That's an explosion. There's
You can tell what
explosion
year
damage.
this god was released.
Afterward, has 70 range. Do you guys like think about the bounce at all? It's not like Ricochet or like Nene. It's
You think about it when you're using it on a camp, like early game, because that increases your clear battle a lot. But outside of that, it's not that relevant.
I don't think I have it on Instacast. I don't even care.
Yeah,
the only thing I care about is the middle one.
Yep.
That's it. That's the only thing I aim.
yeah. Do you gotta like shotgun blast it though, right?
Yeah,
Like,
that
doesn't take
face.
take aim.
yeah, no aim.
But
No aim
that's
needed.
like a cool part of the ability, I guess, right? It's just like you can shotgun someone and do insane damage.
Yeah. What about like the gold when it drops? Like when you hit an enemy god.
That's not my job to pick that up.
That's not
That's
your
support's job.
Hey, rank supports
Anyone
out there,
else?
pick up the gold.
Yep.
I can't
That's
walk
not.
up there.
I'm not going to walk up and die.
Yeah, no way I walk up for that.
Fair enough.
But
it's hard to
support should walk up
Yeah.
for it.
Okay. Well, I mean, God, you guys are hunters. I keep forgetting that like nothing's your job. Lords, not
know,
my job.
I-
You get my gold, not my job.
I kind of want to go back in time a little bit when we're talking about like our personalities. I gotta say maybe a little bit of diva, right? You know, like a little bit. Go pick up my gold for me. You know what I mean? Like maybe Hunter's got a little bit of diva in them.
Nah,
Let me
me,
put it that way.
never.
I would never actually.
What about you, Netrioid? Any feelings about that? Is it wrong use job?
You mean
That's-
Oh God!
That's my guy. That's my
yeah.
support.
Is it wrong use job?
Rangi's job is to do
mean-
whatever he wants. Order me around.
When it comes to me, I'll probably should pick it up with myself because Sam is always dead when it comes to like the first 5 minutes. Like he's just there in the in base. Like I have to pick it up by myself.
God bless. All right.
I
What
love
about the
that.
tremor? Are you guys like? Is that something that you actively think about? It's like a really small tremor.
Very useful if you're chasing someone, you hit them
Yeah.
long range, but outside of that, you don't really feel it because most of the time you're shotgunning anyway. So
Yeah. Are you like? How often are you really able to use it from long range as well? I mean, like that ability's kind of slow.
Pretty
yeah, pretty minimally.
like
You
never.
should definitely not be getting hit by a free hit.
Yeah, you can hit max range.
Yeah,
you're doing
that's
something
impressive.
wrong.
You know those like puzzle games where you have like the boulders falling down and then you just have to like move side to side to avoid them?
Talking about Tetris.
No, like like I guess they're in just like games in general. There's just like a
It's
boulder
like you're,
falling down.
you're like trying to walk
it's like
towards it.
Frogger, like Frogger.
You're
Bro,
dodging-
what? That's crossing a street.
Yeah, but you got things coming at you. You
Yeah?
juke them. That's how you're supposed to juke.
go, like,
them.
left to
Okay,
right,
yeah.
yeah.
Just
dodge
don't
it.
get
Yeah.
hit by them.
Yeah,
Simply do not
I
get
guess
hit.
simply,
Simply
I'm making it
sidestep
too
it.
complicated. Okay, it's not like Frogger. Okay, just juke it.
So, but with the gold as it drops, is that something that like actively changes up the laning phase at all? Is that like power spikes come a little bit more easily? Is that something you're thinking about? Like, hey, I just get this much more gold. Maybe I buy an item sooner.
It's just cool if you can pick it up, but sometimes it's not reasonable to pick it up.
Yeah.
If
Just
you're
a
losing a
bonus.
health spot to pick it up, you're like, okay, I'm an idiot, but at least I got that gold.
How much gold do you get picking it up?
Like 8, 9.
9, because it's like a
Second thing is
10, but it gets
passive.
reduced.
Oh, that's not bad. Sports better pick that up.
Yeah.
Where are the supports at? Pick up my gold. How does this ability like compare to other lane clear abilities? Because it generally
pretty
is
good.
Danzaburou's lane clear.
It's good.
Very good if you can walk up to the melees.
I don't know if it one-shots. I don't think it one-shots.
One
the-
shot's archers, I'm pretty sure.
But that was like with Bluestone Trans. but
Yeah, I
it
don't think
doesn't
it,
one-shot.
I don't think it
I don't think
one-shots
it was
anymore.
anymore.
I don't play them, so.
Well, you played against them a fair bit, right?
Yeah, there's Bluestone Trans, and he was like 6 levels up, so.
Oh god. Yeah.
And he had a Mercury in his
Why is he
lane.
so far ahead? All right, we can go. We'll move on to the next ability then. First ability, pretty good. I mean, any generalized thoughts about it before we move on? Anyone?
I think it's pretty unique. It has a lot of stuff going on for it. So
I'm looking at it. It's got like a paragraph here. There's a
Yeah,
lot of
so-
stuff.
it's pretty cool
It
ability.
doesn't feel bad using a team fight.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Next up, Alluring Spirits. Takes a swig of his sake bottle. God, it's so much stuff. It heals you, it slows per stack, it has a pretty large radius, it leaves a target on the ground, a little circle on the ground, kind of similar to an Artemis trap. If you stand in it for a certain amount of time, taunts you towards the center, does damage when it hits the ground as well. Oh god. And it's generally pretty strong.
Oh, you said it slows?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
It slows
It
per
slows
stack.
when you.
I'm glad you said it because I
What?
didn't know.
Dude, it does so much.
That's
Dude, when I
cra- I
was
did not
studying
know
for this,
that.
I was like, yo, Danzaburou does a lot of stuff.
Wow, I did not know that.
Are you
That's
going to play
crazy.
him now? Yeah.
Now he's viable in my eyes. I mean, now that he slows, you kidding me?
It's kind of like Artemis 3 a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Like a little circle, slows. Except this
Heals,
one taunts
you know.
and heals you.
Maybe
And
Artemis
it blocks
should,
others.
Artemis should heal herself then.
With her 3.
Yeah.
Well, then she's just need to, right?
True.
Yeah,
We can also
yeah.
make it cripple as well. And
Yeah, that'd be cool.
All right. Is it a good like engage tool? Do you guys use it to engage your fight? Is it something you like kind of save for self peel? What's the general thought process? around this
I just
ability?
throw it out there. Like in 1v1, I just throw it out there. If it hits them,
God, I
good.
hope it hits.
And if not, it blocks all.
This is
so.
in a 1v1, you just chuck it out, and they'll probably just disengage right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in team fight, you throw it for follow-up CC, since it's like undr'able.
Yeah. It's either follow up or you put it on your feet so those pesky junglers can't hit you.
That's like, we're actually teaching stuff. I hadn't even thought about it as like a follow up.
Like if you hear like a Loki stealth, you put it on your feet.
pop-
oh,
you
it's
pop
like
it
the OG
down,
Artemis trap
Yeah.
tag. Just
Drop your
exactly.
3 and just pray.
Yeah,
maybe
exactly.
wind up your ult and run away.
When you are using it aggressively, are there any tips you guys have just like to make sure it lands, or is it just really you spray and pray and most violent?
It's actually luck. Actually, it's not even luck. Most supports actually just get hit by it every single time. They get taunted every time. It's incredible to me.
Yeah.
It's basically an ability you shouldn't expect to hit freehand.
Okay.
But if
It's
you
a
do
follow-up
hit,
ability.
then you're.
Then you're
If
just
you
a
do hit
god
gas
and you should be in
pedal, but
SPL.
Don't expect it. Nice. What about just like using it for the heal? Is that something you guys
Yeah.
are like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Really?
use
Get
it.
both.
You're not feeling like super juiced afterwards, but it's like, oh, this heals me.
Like if you're not doing anything, you're walking somewhere,
Yep.
just pop it real
Yeah.
quick.
It's just
Yeah.
a little. It's just a little.
At max rank, it only heals for like 110.
Yeah, but
guys.
after
Like,
you-
that's
after-
nothing.
After you play purple, you show up the purple damage.
Yeah. All right, fair enough. You're feeling a little injured, maybe just a little bit, yeah.
In real life, no.
Do you ever use it just like as a straight up zoning tool? Like kind of
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
like you're on Gold
Yep.
Fury, those jungle lanes kind of small, just like toss it on the ground, like all right, good
Yeah.
luck
If
walking.
you know someone's trying to flank, you just put it there, like on a corridor or something like that.
If it breaks, you know somebody's there. Yeah,
Exactly.
fair enough. Kind of like OG.
And apparently, if it
AMC.
slows somebody, someone's there too.
Yeah. Who would have guessed?
God, who knew? All right. Here's the actual third ability, Tanuki Trickery. This one, you lean back, like take a sip. Fans at home, I don't know, get a snack. This is a long ability and has a lot of stuff it does. Okay. I'm going to just wholesale read it because it's so much. Danzaburou creates a field where he moves faster, is slow immune, takes less damage from basic attacks. Enemies inside the field are slowed by 20%. If
It's
Danzaburou,
slow?
It's slow. That blew my mind, bro. That blew my mind. All right, show of hands. Who knew it slowed?
These guys read
The new heads. No, you're OG.
We're, see, we're what
I
we
read.
call feeling players. Yeah. Right? It feels like it just makes you have a fatalis effect, and that's it.
Because it does.
It does literally have a fatality.
According to the text, it does.
If you leave that area of effect, you turn into a leaf, which also spawns a bunch of other decoys that kind of copy your movements. That's the part that everybody knows, right? That's the main reason you're using it. While a leaf, gain additional movement speed as well. So you are slowing, you're taking less damage when you're in the field. You have a haste effect.
You're untargetable by towers.
You're untargetable by towers when as a leaf, right?
Yeah.
I think that might have got changed.
I think it got changed. You can't go through BaRRaCCuDDa or Ymir walls anymore.
You still have to go through walls with this?
yeah, player made deployables.
So we got to do some more testing, I guess.
Oh, God.
Man,
Danzaburou,
Zap
so
just need to
much.
read abilities. Turns out.
Let me put my reading glasses on, Barry. And
All right, and when you're the leaf, if you like auto attack or you get hit, that knocks you out of the form. That's it. That's all it does. Not much. There's not much to it. All of these things scale up as you level up the ability. I like to consider this like the "Don't fight me" button. If you press 3 and you're like 1v1 in lane, like, can anyone like really step up to you? I don't think so.
No, not really.
It's really tough.
Can you ever use it to like straight up engage a fight? Like,
Yeah, you can. You
just,
can
like,
if you
leaf
want to like
straight in
gap
there?
close, yeah, you can just like have a leaf coming at you, or like you just go around the corner as a leaf, you know, like
Maybe
an
just
unsuspecting
maybe
leaf.
just do it in the jungle and just walk around.
Yeah,
as a leaf.
just as a leaf, and then all of a sudden you just pop out, jump scare somebody. That's pretty
Is that the real one? I don't know. No way. It's coming right at you. No.
I do got to say it's like one of the coolest abilities, I think. Maybe the leaf part is what I really mean. Like just turning into a leaf, and you can kind of like go when you turn into a leaf and you go in like inside the circle where you turn into, and then all the leaves like converge and then they go out again. It's like actually an insane, like you get so confused.
It's super hard to
That's
keep
really
track
cool.
of.
You can do
A
some
lot of
cool
people
jukes.
said like originally it's so easy, right?
Yeah.
It's the leaf where he walked out, but
Yeah, no, it's
dude, no shot, bro.
It's one of
No
those like
shot.
cup games, you know, where you like hide the you hide the marble in, right? And it's a pretty cool ability.
Do you ever like use turning into a leaf to like reset tower aggro legitimately? Is that like a strategy you guys use?
I'll type those somehow.
I guess that's like
I
just a
don't.
You
question.
can use
for, like,
it.
I think
You
what's
can
that
use
new?
it, but you are not thinking of it when you are like
Yeah.
diving tower.
Yeah.
Speak for yourself, Netrioid.
Okay.
I like to
Okay.
dive people with my rocket, shotgun them, kill them, and then transform into a leaf so I untargetable. That's what
Okay.
goes through my head.
Yeah.
Dude, you're so
Yeah.
smart. Oh my god.
So I was scrimming, and I was in my 3 recently, you know, take notes. And so I left, the tower shot was coming at me, it hit me in leaf form, and then it still took me out of my leaf. So I don't know how the untargetableness works.
So when it's like on you already, it'll hit you no matter what. If you turn into a leaf,
Okay.
you have to wait till it hits you, and then the tower pauses, and then you turn into a leaf, and then it can't hit you
Gotcha.
anymore.
Yeah, you gotta trick the guy on the top of the tower. What about, all right, well, I guess this question is just for Netrioid, Vote, and Cyclone. Are you ever like actually utilizing that slow field? Like, is that?
Yeah.
Me and
Like,
Zap
what
are,
opportunities
we
can you
just
really
didn't.
If they like when Chiron was meta, if he dashed it, you just drop it down. You'll win it like no matter what. Because
When
he's
he like kick you out of it?
I don't think you get kicked out of it entirely.
That's actually a really sick matchup.
Or you can just beads it and just kill him anyway.
Is that one of Danzaburou's better matchups? I'm kind of blowing up my questions for
If
later,
you have a
but-
Mercury.
If you go down Mercury, that's for sure.
All right, let's go into the ultimate ability and somehow one of his most basic abilities. It's not the craziest thing on the planet. Uproarious Rocket, or commonly known the Rocket Raccoon. Everybody calls it that. Danzaburou summons a magical leaf which transforms into a bamboo rocket launcher, which then also subsequently transforms into a bamboo rocket. You can just shoot it out from a range and it'll stun target's hit on first enemy god, or press the 4 key again and you actually turn into the rocket, I think, or something. Like, he's not riding it, he's in it. Is this an ability that like you guys have to think hard about, or is it just like always engage with it? I feel like when I watch Panda Cat play, he's always riding the rocket.
Most of the time you are, especially
Yeah.
in lane. There's some situations where you can just like yeet a rocket at someone in laning phase and just watch their reaction. And then other times you want to like actually ride it. But in team fights, sometimes you're just like, this ability's dog water. Like,
Yeah.
I just get gone on and I'm just dead.
In like a gold fury fight, you could just chuck it and see what happens. You know?
Fair enough.
On a siege, you can just chuck it at a support and just hope for the best.
I mean, worst case, you're at least initiating for these lazy supports that aren't picking up your
Exactly.
gold or CCing enemies.
Yeah, I mean, Sometimes you just have to do it all.
Like I said, a little bit of diva in all of us.
Hunters, man, hunters. Little known fact about it, it actually has splash damage. Some people are just like, oh, it's like first got hit, but it does AoE damage. Are you ever like aiming at a wall or something and like just trying to get the splash damage, or is it always about that CC?
I'm just trying to get
It's
stunned.
about the stun.
You gotta get that stun,
The
right?
stun guarantees you a shotgun.
Guarantees the shotgun, maybe even the taunt if you're goaded.
Nah, just
You could
just a few
slow
auto,
field them while you're in there.
just a
Oh,
few
crap.
autos on there.
Yeah.
What about when you're shooting it, not riding it? Like it has that like auto aim a little bit.
Yeah,
like, is
it
there?
does.
Do you have any tips for like making sure that works? 'Cause
Don't shoot it at anyone that's close to a wall.
That's true.
If they can cross over a wall, don't shoot it at them.
Yep.
Just ride it instead.
Fair enough. Also, little known fact about Danzaburou rocket: when you're inside the rocket, like you're riding it, you're actually intangible. Like you're not gonna get hit by anything.
Yep.
Do you ever like think about that? Is that-
You'll probably die trying to
Yeah.
get into the rocket
Yeah.
before you actually get the immunity part.
It's like the same issue Apollo has, isn't it? Where it's like, all right, if I get up in the air, I'm popping off. But
Yep.
if I'm not, I'm just kind of not.
Yeah.
Because every time you would actually use the rockets when you're in trouble, but by then it's already too late. Like you're just dead.
It's really good if you see a jungler on a ward before he ganks you.
Yep.
It's really good.
It's an insane ability.
Fair enough. Fair enough. We'll jump straight into like just like the general discussion questions then. Maybe a question for the J Dragons ADC because they are the ones playing it the most often. But what are some of the matchups in lane that you're like really looking for? Like what gods is Danzaburou straight up stomping?
Well, it's the Danza Mercury combo.
Yeah.
Oh,
Straight up
you
stomping.
need both
A
of them.
beadsless,
Yeah, it's a
beadsless
combo.
hunter.
Any hunter that doesn't have
any
beads.
hunter without beads against some Mercury and Danzaburou. Free kills.
Fair enough. Are there any gods that you're trying to actively avoid when you play Danzaburou?
On her.
Like Anna's really bad.
Really?
On her's
Yeah.
terrible for him.
Why's that?
He just blocks your ult with the spiller.
Yep.
I hadn't even thought of that.
So
Well,
many
if you're
different
riding,
things.
like,
I think like Medusa's pretty good because you can't really avoid the alts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Sure,
Any matchups you
Artemis.
guys?
Sure, Artemis farms them too.
Yeah.
Does Danzaburou suck? You're like listing all the meta hunters.
Well, he hasn't been playing a bit, so you know.
He's not a
Fair enough.
stimmy hunter. I don't
He's
know.
not great.
Yeah, doesn't he really use Silver Branch so well, does he?
Yeah.
It's kind of like a
Well, he
requirement
actually
right
he
now,
actually
feels
does
like.
have pretty high scaling on his own every time he levels up.
Fair
He
enough.
can get some good stacks.
Netrioid, anybody you're like watching out for?
Not really. I feel like the god is just like way like on the bottom.
Like
in
you think he's like bottom
comparison.
tier? Oh, well, that's a good question to just rock with. Like S through D tier. Where's Danzaburou? Let's start with BaRRa, and we'll just go around the table.
I mean, do you have a Mercury?
All right, we'll do it twice. Once with Mercury.
You got a
one
Mercury
without.
S plus tier, dude.
What is it about Mercury that just like makes Danzaburou so good?
You just can't get away from both of them.
Yep.
That's it. They both
Just-
both
They're
ult
gonna
you.
one's gonna get your beads, the other is just gonna follow you.
Do you guys for real just hate Panda Cat and Sanford Soccer? Like, that's
Because they do really well with that combo. We'll just say
Alright.
they do well with that combo.
if you are playing against Panda Cat and Sanford Soccer, what god are you looking for? You're like, oh, they got
Not
the Danzaburou.
Danz.
They're going
Oh,
towards
okay.
the Merc. Like, what do I gotta pick?
We just gotta center
Yeah,
center
yeah.
a tier 2 maybe.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what god, just center a tier 2.
It doesn't even matter if you're under your tower.
Yeah.
Like I sit on the corner.
Yeah, I'm
like,
literally
right
sitting at
there.
the tower, Merkle anyway.
And then you just hear the, you know, when he gets into the rocket, and you're like, I'm
He's
dead.
like, okay, dude.
And your team's like, I thought you were playing safe over there, dog.
Yeah.
I've been in my tower for like 10 minutes now. Like, I haven't even gotten any neutral farm.
My only
It's
friends
a
are
scary combo, man.
my only
The
friends are
Merc
back
is a scary
camps.
Okay. So we got Jingwei and our tier 2 tower as gods we're looking at picking.
Ram is
Anything.
also good since you can like if he's ulting you just ult and that's it.
Fair enough. I like that a lot. You got any gods you're looking towards, Vote?
combo. His face, bro.
Wait, against Dan's Zanho.
No, anybody?
Zanho, just blast him.
Well, I guess that kind of does fit into the conversation we've had that Danzaburou is the god of winning harder. If he's ahead, he's going to rocket you, he's going to shotgun
Yep.
you, he's going to
Yeah.
taunt you, and there's really not much you can do about it. But when he's behind, you
Yeah,
gotta block
He's
the rocket.
really,
It's-
he's
it's
really
rammed.
bad
Yeah.
from behind.
Yeah, he will just die.
The problem with like Dons is he can't avoid damage. You know what I mean? Like if a bunch of AOE's are around you, you just lose half your health, and then you
Yeah,
just
no leap,
you can't
no
do
immunity.
anything. Yeah,
Yep.
you just can't avoid damage. Like a Gil just blinks ults you, you're already gonna lose like half your health already.
Yeah, what are you going to do? Ride the rocket out? He's like already on you.
Yeah, I mean you could 3 to slow immune it, but you still take the damage. You know, it's just hard to avoid damage with him.
Fair enough. All right, so fans at home, if you are playing Danzaburou, make sure your jungler is playing Mercury, and if you're not playing Danzaburou, click Jingwei or sit inside of your tier 2 tower. This has been Grandmaster Class. Thanks to all the hunters here sitting down with me and, I don't know, like teaching us Danzaburou. And now a couple of you guys, Zap, BaRRa, you know he slows with the third
Oh
ability.
yeah.
That's crazy, dude.
He slows with his 3 and his 2. That was new tech to me. That was new.
Yeah, what are the percentages on those? What are the numbers?
20 and
Well, you want to know the numbers?
Yeah. Because I mean, I'm
Because I
literally-
know those because I'm teaching this Grandmaster Class.
Oh, I thought you.
Well, I guess if we're doing it real quick, the slow field is good. It's 20%. It's 20% slow.
That's pretty
You also take like 20% less damage from auto attacks.
Someone in my
You also
chat
have
taught me
haste.
that one.
How is that got not open?
It doesn't avoid damage.
Yeah.
All right, next up we've got who is it? Who's 1v1ing here?
These two.
Netrioid,
Netrioid,
Netrioid.
No,
No, these
Netrioid and BaRRaCCuDDa, huh?
You try hardly.
You try hard. You actually
saw him, right?
Yeah,
He
I
tried
did. He
hard.
actually try hard.
Dude, that was
Got some
crazy.
sweats here. Make sure you stay tuned for that one, chat. We'll be right back.
Unlucky, dude. Gotta take off my jacket for this one. Dude, this.
No, I know he was supposed to take you out last weekend, but he got busy.